Today, I'm putting John Wick into RimWorld. That means I need to add a bulletproof suit to the game, give him deadly combat skills and the perfect killer traits. But to prove that I actually built the real John Wick from the movies, he has to pass 2 tests. The first test is simple. I give him a gun and he has to kill 26 enemies, the same number he killed in that insane staircase fight. But the second test, well, it's something far more interesting, and I'll reveal that one later. So first, we need to build John Wick. And we start in photo editing software to draw the image of a very, very deadly weapon that John will use in the second test. And that weapon is... a pencil. Yeah, at this point you've probably already guessed what the second test will be. I want to recreate the fight mentioned in this scene.
I once saw him kill 3 men in a bar with a pencil. With a fucking pencil.
So I start drawing the pencil. The problem is I haven't drawn anything since kindergarten. And my mom always told me I was good at drawing, but now I realize she was lying. Because every attempt to draw a pencil turned into something absolutely horrible. But after about an hour, I finally managed to draw something that at least looks like a pencil. Now we need to add it to the game. And for that, we need a little modding magic. And honestly, in the game it doesn't look that bad. Oh, and here are the stats for the pencil. I tried not to make it overpowered. Now I think I'm ready to make this suit, but after my first attempt at drawing it, I realized it might be better to just close the program and forget about drawing forever. So I decided to look for an alternative. I head over to Steam Workshop and start searching for suit mods. Eventually, I find this great mod with some really nice suits. So I add one of them to the game and of course make it bulletproof. Yeah, that definitely doesn't sound overpowered. Now we can finally start creating John Wick inside RimWorld. But even here, there is a problem. I can't find a hairstyle in vanilla RimWorld that really looks like John Wick. And of course, I'm not going to draw it myself because in the best case, I would end up with something like this. So once again, I dive into the Steam Workshop. And I find this amazing mod with a hairstyle that in my opinion looks the closest to the original. Perfect. I can't even see the difference. Now we max out his combat skills and start choosing traits that would fit John Wick. Bloodlust. I don't think John actually enjoys killing people. Brawler. He's definitely good in melee, but I think he prefers guns. Careful shooter and trigger happy. Good traits, but John Wick somehow manages to shoot both fast and accurately. Iron-willed. Yeah, that's 100% peak. Nimble. Also a good one. Optimist. No, I don't think so. Perfect memory. Yeah, I think that fits. Even after his quote-unquote career break, he never forgot how to kill people. So yeah, we'll take that. Tough. Yeah, no doubt about it. Definitely taking that one. And that's it. Those are the traits we're going with. Now let's recreate that famous bar fight and see how John handles 3 enemies with nothing but a pencil. Okay, apparently these traits alone are not enough. Let's try improving things with some genes. We'll give him strong melee damage, robust, reduced pain, and unstoppable. I think this should help. Otherwise, I'll have to resort to even more modding magic. So let's see the fight. Perfect. First test passed. Now it's time for the second test. And this one might actually be almost impossible. John needs to kill 26 enemies. In RimWorld terms, that means clearing about 3 or 4 pirate settlements. So we give him a gun, give him a target, and let him do his deadly magic.
I'll kill them. I'll kill them all.
No, I'm not buying that. He couldn't even clear 1 settlement. So now I need to figure out how to make him even stronger. In the end, I added a special trait that basically turns him into the real John Wick. And I also made the trait exclusive. That part is very important because during testing, I once ran into a pirate who had the same trait. And fighting him felt like battling a reflection in a mirror. So once again, we give John a gun and start the test. First settlement, 7 kills. Not much, but let's call that a warm-up. Second settlement, 10 kills. That's better. I hope he still has enough health left in the tank. Third settlement, 12 kills. Perfect. The John Wick test is officially passed. Just a few scratches. He might even be able to clear one more settlement. Or maybe not. Now you might say this build is too strong, maybe even overpowered. And you might be right, but let's be real. John Wick in the movies is also a little overpowered, because killing over 400 people alone and surviving without being overpowered is basically impossible.